reestablish a position here in the middle. Looks like Charles Darwin has a lot of squads now, actually. It's like they just popped out of nowhere. I swear he didn't have this much of an army before. But however, let's see how this game keeps going on. playkz has these medic bunkers, and it could sooner or later start paying off. 1, 2. I heard a mine go off over here, doing quite a bit of damage to that Grenadier squad. Thank goodness it didn't hit that MG. MG is actually facing the south. Oh, there it goes. This is actually doing a lot of damage to that rifle squad. As veterans, however, it is getting flanked by an engineer squad with flamethrower. You have to get out of there. Only one guy left. And ouch, that's gonna hurt. You definitely want to reman that. You don't want to give that to, like I said, playkz, as he does take that. Here in the middle, a little bit of fighting. However, just suppressed, and Charles Darwin's leaving. playkz manages to steal that MG. And that's a little bit unfortunate. Barely manages it. One guy left with barely enough health there. So that, let's see how that comes into play. If he can take the middle, place an MG, and hold off Charles Darwin a little bit easier. As Darwin's been winning most of these fights. 468, 404 now, the VPs. Still pretty close, but he does have all three VPs across the board, and still continuing to annoy him on the right side, constantly cutting him off and taking that right side VP. And this rifle squad is going to have to get out of here. Double vet Grenadiers taking care of them pretty well. And so manages to push him back. Darwin's handling is very well. Hasn't lost any squads, even pushing him back all the way up to the medic bunker now. No Shreks. Let's check the base here. We actually have a howitzer being built. So we have an infantry. Oh, that grenade may... Oh, great micro there. Oh, and he's retreating now. Grenade to push him back, and artillery in the spot he was going to retreat. That was actually a pretty nice move by playkz, but he does retreat out of that and only loses 2 guys. Now is playkz's chance to take the middle and set up that MG, maybe place a few mines. However, I don't know how his munitions are. He has been throwing quite a few nades, so he could have munitions, he could not. But his infantry count is actually 1, 2, 3. 3 riflemen. Seems pretty low compared to Charles Darwin. And he has lost I remember him losing a squad. I don't remember if he lost 2 or 3 or whatnot. And here comes the MG getting set up and suppress this Grenadier squad. There it is. So now he knows where that's at. However, I believe Charles Darwin should have an easy time flanking this MG with the amount of squads he has, all this infantry. And excuse me there. So, and well, this howitzer's here. It's still anybody's game. And I'm going to do a quick time synchronization. I'm at 17 minutes, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Here comes the big chunk of army, big blob of army, 2 Volksgrenadier squads, and 2 Grenadier squads gonna come out. Still don't have triple veterancy for him just yet. Here comes the fight. Maybe that MG can suppress all these squads, as they're in a big blob right here. Suppress them and then start dropping some artillery on them. Hopefully Charles Darwin remembers that. If you can go to the right or a little bit to the left, a little flanking here. You know, Vermont players aren't used to that because they don't see MGs too much. However, Darwin plays all factions, so should know that. And he retreats out of there, actually. I'm not sure why. Perhaps he thought artillery... I was hearing artillery, but I could not pinpoint it. Perhaps he heard that and thought it was going to start landing on his infantry. There it is, on the left side. It manages to kill an MG squad there. So that sucks. Losing another MG squad. Wow, that sucks. There you go. Off-map artillery. Registered artillery, and I think he killed a rifle squad there. A lot of +2 XP just popped out of there and forces the MG to retreat. So now Charles Darwin did not take any damage from the last fight, so he's coming back into the field pretty easily. However, oh no, losing a Grenadier squad. It was trapped behind barbed wire. How did he get trapped? I guess the pathing was just too stupid to go around or something like that. But that sucks. And Gonna run over this MG. Definitely not gonna take this one from Darwin. He should reman that quickly, and it's all his again. Hopefully he does. There he goes. Brings back some Volksgrenadier squad. Gonna reman it and keep it to himself. Here on the right side, more annoyance. 2 rifle squads gonna face the Grenadier squad. Gonna have to back out of that fight. But once again, he cuts him off. So he's been really consistent on that, and he's been having to pull rifle squads off of that, while at the same time his infantry does not match Darwin's infantry. So he can manage to go all over the place, as well as keep his main force rather strong. And here comes our first Ranger squad, gonna face off this MG and 2 Grenadier squads. However, that I believe that's not enough. Is artillery firing? Artillery is firing. Oh, it's very close to the MG. He does force 2 squads to retreat. Ouch! And they retreat into the fire of that artillery. And about a medium amount of damage. We have a Panzer Command coming out with an Oswin. That's a great counter against Ranger squads and rifle squads, infantry in general. A lot of players will get like a Panzer or something, and yeah, that's good too. But it's just its damage isn't as good as an Oswin against infantry. You really want to get a Panzer, maybe if he had like a Sherman out or something. But so far, I haven't seen this medic bunker paying off much, or I just haven't been paying attention very well. But anyway, on the left side, he just has his MG set up here in the middle, and it looks like playkz managed to bring himself back into this game, claiming all 3 VPs. The Spars are going to move up onto these Grenadier squads. That does favor them. However, they've already taken a lot of damage and going to have to get out of there. However, here comes 2 more squads. Grenadiers going to fall back to hopefully the help from their friends. MG's starting to fire. Got to pull back, and he does. Before he gets suppressed, and that turns into a total mess. Artillery not firing yet. It's probably still on cooldown, or hasn't seen a spot he wants to fire. Oh, might lose a rifle squad on this right side. Only 2 guys. They are pinned by that MG. I don't think he oh, there he goes. Barely realizes it and gets out of this Ranger squad. Just getting mauled with an entire blob of infantry. And he continues to push. I think playkz is just too spread out thin. I believe the Oswin's doing his job here, taking care of an MG squad over there, and can take it back later. And whoa, comes artillery, almost hitting that blob. You know, Charles Darwin has been keeping his infantry rather close together, and we may see one of those juicy hits that just kills so much infantry or a few squads there. So hopefully it doesn't, but you'll never know. Elite, we have vet 3 infantry, elite infantry completed for Darwin. So now they are top tip shape. They're the best of the best. And an MG suppressing these rifle squad in the middle, gonna have to retreat once again. And the Oswin actually doing a lot of damage in the base. However, no, actually taking a lot of damage, trying to go straight for that for that howitzer, but does not manage to get it. He does kill 1 guy and does quite a bit of damage, but looks like it is getting healed by that Tride Center actually that's sitting right next to it. Switching back to the middle, still trying to kill off these medics. I had to at least get like 1 Shrek or something just to start knocking out these medic bunkers, because he's gotten pretty close to that medic bunker, or he can do a quick bum rush and just knock it out pretty easily. And he does reclaim that MG. However, he just playkz throws a grenade, doesn't manage to kill it, and it is running back. Oh, and gets killed. So at least the MG did not drop that time. So it kind of favored Darwin, even though he lost a MG squad there. He will not. Oh, and here comes the artillery. That's what I was talking about, a juicy hit. Oh, that wasn't juicy, but that was close. That was close to being juicy. And he's going to reclaim the middle, so this is a bit of back and forth. VPs are actually pretty close, a lot more even now, 337 to 322. And do I see anything odd? He's building another Oswin. Hopefully he doesn't just run it in there and waste it, or if he does do that, run it in there while you're fighting in the middle. And he's placing mines here in the middle, so Charles Darwin's actually been walking through that a lot in this area, a lot of heavy activity. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does step on that. And like I said, he's been keeping his infantry blob together a lot, so if he steps on that mine, that's gonna hurt him pretty bad. However, here comes the Grenadier squad going on the right, just one Grenadier squad. The main force is going up the south left side here and get engaged these two squads. However, probably going to manhandle them pretty well as long as MG can hurry up and get and set up. And there it goes. You can see no grenades from playkz, and he's going to be forced out of there. Interestingly, there has been no medic bunkers rebuilt for Charles Darwin, as he has a defensive doctrine. And it looks like he did use For the Fatherland over there, which gives him motivated and or fight better in their own territory. So pretty much they're stronger. I don't know the exact stats on that. Right here, the awesome one doing its thing over here against playkz. I wonder if he's gonna go artillery firing. Where is it firing? Firing on that Volk squad. Oh, retreats just in time. They do manage to pick up a bazooka from that ranger squad that dropped it. The careless ranger that dropped the bazooka. But anyway, in the middle, one rifle squad not going to do much. Probably want to wait for their buddies, as you don't want to take damage, retreat, and then come back with your main force that is one rifle squad weaker just because you got a little too greedy, like playkz is doing, unless he's just trying to feed his bunker here. And ooh, a mine going off here on the left side. The awesome one's actually in the back, not doing much. Could move up and help. And taking care of the squad very well, all the way down to one guy. So I wonder if he was feeding that medic bunker, because it looks like he was watching it, and once it hit one, he retreated it. But here comes this huge fight here. The awesome one trying to get away from these ranger squads. Rangers are going to try to chase it down. I haven't seen stickies yet from playkz. Not sure if he has it. He is in range, and he does have stickies. Throws one on there, may get a damaged engine, and that's not going to go very far. He does have damaged engine. These rifle grenadier squads are very low in health. So once these squads are gone, this awesome one is gone. So he's trying to keep them in here as much as possible. We have a second awesome one trying to come here and save the day, and look at them just tear up those guys. However, comes artillery almost hitting that. Oswin may hit it. There's still a good chance. Oswin trying to get out of there. Need to move this other one up forward. And there he goes. Oh man, gets a rear armor hit. Takes half health gone. These Oswins do have one veterancy, and it doesn't look like it's getting really close to that Oswin. Unfortunately, playkz will not kill any Oswins, and Oswin's actually going to go into his base again. Is he going to try to go for that artillery strike? He doesn't have artillery strike for that howitzer. Usually people would run like a vehicle in there really quick and drop artillery. However, all he has is the rocket barrage, which is 200 munitions. That's a lot of munitions. Registered artillery is only in like a certain area, around a certain point and whatnot, so you can't drop it on the howitzer. Here in the middle, forces him out once again. A lot of back and forth. It's been a pretty even fight so far. Earlier, Charles Darwin was kind of on his side. It wasn't one-sided, but playkz has been kept himself in this game, is now bring himself throwing a sticky on that Oswin. Gonna get a damage engine here on the left side. Not much happening. Going to switch back to the middle. Gets a damage engine, and this should be able to mop up as well. There's an AT gun here in the back. Should be able to take care of this easily. Gonna throw one more sticky on there. Come on, throw one more sticky on there. He's like doing a little dance. There he goes. Managed to get it on there. And all this infantry dying right here. He's gonna go straight to that medic bunker and spit out another infantry squad. And it's not too far from it, so Charles Darwin's not gonna be able to kill the medics or whatnot. You have a T-17 armored car. I believe it was buffed today. There was a beta patch 6. I don't remember the exact stuff on that. I'll get it next time. Sorry, guys. Main gun destroyed on that. Almost getting killed by a AT gun somewhere over here. I'm gonna keep the camera on the middle though. And looks like he needs to move that AT gun back.